Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I'm always sick. I hate this weather so much. So it just so happened that after my last stream, I ended up coming down with a fever. I was planning to do one more stream before I had to leave, but I hate my life. I'm still kind of like I don't have a fever anymore, but my throat is a bit messed up. I feel like it's been a few months since my throat has been messed up now. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it should start getting better once winter is over, and I hope that happens soon, but I don't know when that's gonna happen, because yesterday it ended up raining for like the whole day. Like I woke up to thunderstorms, and then when I went to sleep, even then, like the thunder was so loud that there's somebody here who has like this car alarm, so if you touch their car, it starts beeping like crazy. So that's what happened. Like the thunder was so loud that cars just started going crazy at like 5 a.m. in the morning. I was like, oh my god, what is going on here? And now that I hear my voice, it sounds weird as well. Oh my god. We'll get through this. It's fine. Thankfully, most of this game is voiced, so there's not much for me to do. Oh god. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so as we discussed in the last stream, we're gonna be doing Otome February. That means we're gonna play Otome games, and more Otome games with a little bit of Star Rail sprinkled in the middle. Hello. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I haven't played an Otome game in such a long time. I am so excited right now. Though I want to give a fair warning for this particular game. So I have played Nameless. I played it like so many years ago. God, it's been a while. Otome is like a... Otome basically in Japanese means girl, right? So it's visual novel games that are usually like have a romantic they usually have a romantic, can't even say undertone, they are romance games in a sense. Yaoi, no, not yaoi. Yaoi would be like boys love or something, or yaoi itself. But yeah, for this particular game, Nameless, I want to give you a fair warning. It does have some triggering topics like self-harm. I won't be able to kind of give you these warnings as the game goes on, because I don't remember specifically when it happens. There's like nothing graphic, you don't see anything, but yeah, it is like there in the game. So if like that's something that you're sensitive to, please take caution. Like if you don't want to watch the stream, that's totally okay. You gotta have to, prioritize your mental health first. Like I said, it's not graphic. They won't show you anything like image wise, but like the dialogue does imply that it's happening. So just like, kind of, you may want to be careful with that. But yeah. Oh god, I'm so excited. So I bought 2 games. I bought this game and another one that I wanted for a while. What I didn't realize is that I bought the wrong game. Oh my god, I can't even laugh properly. My mental. That's one way to look at it, I guess. Okay, let's get started. There we go. Hold on. Wait, oh, game volume. There we go. It'll increase it a bit so you guys can hear the dialogue, so I don't have to voice it. Please spare my throat today. Thank you very much. Yes. So these are my boys. Okay, because so the game I wanted to buy went on sale before I left for the wedding, right? So I was like, okay, I'll come back and buy it. And today I was like, okay, I need to do this quickly because I need to download the games as well, get everything set up for the stream. And I clicked on the wrong game and I didn't even realize it. And then later on, when I was scrolling through my wish list, I noticed there's a game that's like 60% off or something. And I was like, wait, wasn't this the game I'm supposed to buy? Like, oh fuck. It's fine. Both the games were in my wish list. Anyways, allow me to introduce you to my boys. You will get to know their names in the game itself, but So the redhead here is Red. His name is typically Red, is literally Red. He is, from what I remember, a himbo. We love Red in this household. He's just a sweet little boy who wants to be a hero. The silver-haired man next to him is Lance. I love Lance. He's like my number 2 in this game. You fuck with Lance, I'll kill you. Then there's, I think his name is Yenho or something. I don't like him. I'm sorry, I just do not like him. I don't. He brings a certain vibe, a certain energy that I just do not vibe with. I'm just like, no, thank you, sir. Then there's Yuri, who's Yuri's interesting. Like, that's like the only way I can explain Yuri. And then finally, the blonde is Theo. He is my favorite. He's the love of my life. Number 1 on the list. He is a bit. He does get a bit crazy at times. Like, in a way that's like, that just makes you raise your eyebrows and go like, are you sure about that, sir? But then, like, you know what? I'll give you a pass because I love you. Why is he looking at us like that? I don't know. There are mysteries behind these eyes that I do not understand. I think I'm better off not knowing. Okay, let's start. What is the name of your first doll? The hell do I know? I mean, Yuri. Because he's a playboy. Like, let's put our name. Okay. I forgot the name. So anyways, we have to do these. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 routes in the game, but you can't pick any route you want. You have to start with these 3 first. And once you're done with them, then you can move on to the next ones, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Let's start. No, my name is not Eri. My name. Oh fuck, I messed up. It's fine. You know, okay, maybe I have a doll that's named after me. I just love myself that much. Really, motherfucker looks like an unpleasant. He's not a villain. Blinding white light fills my sight. My arms and legs feel lighter, and soon I feel my body hover. Where am I? Maybe in a dream? I gather the strength to walk forward despite my feet barely touching the ground. No matter how far I go, white space continues without end. I open my eyes but can't see or hear anything. I don't think you can hear after opening your eyes. You gotta open your ears for that. I stop and look around. This place, so pure and clean, but for some reason I feel sad. This place surrounded by glimmering light, white as snow, is breathtakingly beautiful. But such extreme beauty can only belong in another world. I see something blurred far away. I couldn't see properly because of the glaring light coming at me from all directions. All I could make out was a tall person and another slightly shorter one. 2 people?
정말 그것으로 괜찮습니까?
Okay, I don't have to do this part. Let me know if you can hear the dialogue properly or not.
있는 건가요?
Who are they? What are they talking about?
대답과 행동이 맞지 않는군요. 좋습니다. 지금의 당신에게는 그것이 어울리니까요.
It's gonna be a while. We're still kind of finalizing stuff.
좋을 대로 하시죠. 단, 선택에 따른 결과는 모두 당신의 몫이라는 것만 기억해 주세요. 모든 것은 당신의 의지였다는 걸 잊지 마시길. 알겠어.
No, it's a Korean game.
자, 그럼 이것을 받으세요.
Tall man hands over something. And the man who took it looked down for a while and slowly turned to my side. His lips seemed to move a little. What? He seems to be talking to me. Let's go a little closer. Suddenly a fierce wind started to rip through. The wind seemed to will me out of this place. Hold on, not yet. Wait, I haven't. Along the wind, a myriad of feathers flew around and blocked my sight. I parted through the wind blowing towards me and made my way to him with all the strength I had. It's not the same thing. The moment I thought I finally reached him, I fell into a bottomless pit along with countless feathers. Hmm? I was woken up by the noisy alarm clock. Is it morning? Ugh, but I think I was dreaming about something just until now. I keep tracing my memory, but still feel fuzzy from sleep. I cannot remember. I don't dream often, so the feeling after having one feels strange. The most recent dream was, right, it was then. It was when Grandpa died, about 3 years from now. The day I fell asleep, tired from remembering my Grandpa, who was no longer by my side, I had a dream about waking up to a peaceful morning with him. In my dream, I saw him smiling and waking me up as always, telling me, "You'll be late if you don't get up now." And the next morning, when I realized that his smile was all just a dream, oh no, this won't do. Let's just think happy thoughts in the morning. Anyways, it's definitely been a long time since I had a dream. I drew the curtains as soon as I got out of bed. The window was slightly wet from the rain last night, but as a result, the sky was incredibly clear. Wow, the weather is so good today. Grandpa, isn't today the perfect day to hang out the laundry? I stare at the small framed picture on the desk. The house used to be a place where two people, my grandpa and I, used to live. He took care of me instead of my parents who went abroad for research. I listened to him more after I grew up because I'd lived with him since I was little. Most pictures are of Grandpa and I. Grandpa's smile was in all the pictures pinned at the board above the desk. I cannot even begin to describe the amount of shock I received when he passed away from a chronic illness. Days passed by with me constantly passing out from crying so hard. Unable to bear seeing me like this, my parents suggested I move to the States with them. But I shook my head. I didn't want to be a burden to their research, but more importantly, I couldn't leave this house. This house itself was full of memories I had with Grandpa.
얘가 고집을? 큰일이에요, 여보. 얘 자기 할아버지를 닮아서 한 번 고집 피우면 좀처럼 꺽질했는데.
정말 괜찮겠니? 그러지 말고 함께 가자꾸나. 엄마 아빠 일이라면 걱정하지.
So wait, does she live alone? Okay then. Is that illegal? Is that allowed? No, it's really fine. All my friends are here. I want to graduate in Korea.
네가 정 그렇다면야 할 수 없구나.
As they commonly say, no parent can persuade a child. Otherwise, I saw them off and their disappointed smiles, and I became alone in this house. What do you mean no parent can persuade a child? My mom would beat my ass. Like, you're going, that's fine. And that would be the end of that. The house is a bit too big to live in by myself. I slowly looked around the living room. Grandpa, it's already been over a year. Time flies by really fast, doesn't it? Around the house, there are still many traces of him other than the pictures. I'm living to the fullest just by myself, so don't worry. At first, I wasn't used to being alone, so every night I blankly stared inside the empty house, and every time it just made me feel more and more lonely. But now everything is alright. Because I have those kids. I see the desk muddled with diaries and pens. On the shelf next to it were my most cherished treasures. They are joys of my life and my precious friends who gave me back my smile. Hey everyone, had a good night's sleep? Mom's right, I really am a carbon copy of Grandpa. He really loved books and it was his hobby to collect antique books. So the house always smelled of all kinds of books. And in my case, it was my hobby to collect dolls. Are you kidding me right now? I swear to God. Croby Doll is the company that produced these dolls. I call it the company that gives dolls souls. The first day I got to know about Croby Doll through the internet, I had this intense feeling. After that day, I started collecting the allowance my parents sent me. And finally one day, as I desperately hoped for, I got my first doll. He died after I bought... He died? Oh! She's talking about her grandpa. I was like, what? Who died? Who wrote this translation? I just want to talk. He died after I bought my first doll, and that's when I devoted myself to collecting dolls. Collecting dolls became more important to my life because I was left alone in this huge empty house. I ended up getting 4 more dolls and now have 5 in total. They were quite expensive to buy for the average student, so I had to cut back on other expenses. See the doll with silver hair. Hi, young master. This doll standing here flaunting his long, shiny silver hair is Lance, the first doll I ever bought. Lance is the one doll that always stood by me when Grandpa was alive. Good morning. You're cute as usual. He looks cute now. This doll with this tiny delicate face and bashfully gathered hands is Kroby doll's prototype. The day I met him, I was surfing the internet as usual after coming home, but then I saw Yano being sold in an auction for a ridiculous price, and without hesitating, I clicked the bidding button. Later, when I opened the box containing Yano, I unconsciously screamed out of happiness. What kind of person was the owner selling such a pretty doll at such a cheap price? Yano seems like he will never betray me even if I love him unconditionally. What does that even mean? Who did this translation? And that is probably the biggest reason why I bought him. Hello, warrior. Earth is safe today, all because of you. I know, right? See, you get where I'm coming from when it comes to Lance. I meant the hair of a red-haired doll. Meeting Red was special. People were a bit surprised when Kroby Doll announced the action hero type doll Red in their new release conference. Kroby Doll is always known for their charming and mature male dolls. Amongst all the worry, Kroby Doll recruited testers for Red, and luckily I was selected. When my name was announced, I couldn't believe my ears, but unfortunately after the conference, Red was not officially released. They only chose one tester to give this free doll to, and that was me. It's still a shame that they did not release the doll afterwards. It would have been nice for him to have gained popularity and be officially released, but as a result, I was the only person in the world who owned Red. But I can't help but feel gloomy every time I look at him. I'm not gay, but Lance never. Okay then. Look at the weather today. It makes me feel better just by looking. I feel like I'm looking at you. I raise the brunette's doll's hand and wave. There's a lot of backstory behind how I was able to get there. When Kroby Doll first released there, his popularity was beyond imagination. Being limited edition along with having a dainty and handsome face brought out an explosive response from fans. As a result, I failed to purchase it. I could only get him used because he was a limited edition, but I'm fine with it. I see the tallest doll among the five. The tall black-haired doll with a slender body and a mortal-like feel is Yuri. Unlike the existing dolls in Kroby Doll's adult line, he seems realistic and looks like a mature adult male. The number of visitors still explodes when I post pictures of you on the blog. It was Yuri who saved my blog from wasting away to rot. I receive a lot of comments when I upload pictures of him. Whatever, I think I like that too. His broad shoulders and beautiful figure oozes sexiness. It's as if he's telling us with his body, I am cool. I doubt more explanation is needed. Money was a bit tight from the expense, but I have zero regrets. Anyways, the new shoes should arrive today. To whom should I put them on first? I straighten myself and stretch. The five dolls watch in silence. Although they are lifeless dolls, it has become a habit to talk to them like this. Darn, I'll be late. I have to get ready. The clock was heading towards 8. I picked up my uniform, sprawled on the floor, and was heading out the door when I suddenly halted. I hurried back to my room and said goodbye to the dolls. Watch the house, everyone. I'll be back. They said nothing in return, but I said bye as if they were real people. He looks more creepy though. Come on now. Made it. I was able to make it on time after catching the last bus. I was in ruins after surviving the crowded bus, but all that matters is that I wasn't late. I'm really going to wake up early starting from tomorrow, otherwise I'll die like this. Yeah, girl, that's not happening. I pledge this every day, and I've never actually done it.
오호라, 오늘은 UFO가 동쪽에 떴냐? 머리카락 손질 좀 해. 하긴.
Huh? Oh. Hi, good morning. I sit on my desk pressing my stuck-up hair back to my head. She approaches the seat next to me. The way she sweeps her shiny, voluptuous curls, or the way she drops her eyes reek of elegance. All you have to see is her fearless voice and confident moves to notice her self-assured personality.
너도 좋은 아침. 그런데 밤마다 뭘 하길래 그렇게 매일 아슬아슬하게 지각을 면하는 거야? 너 혹시 나 몰래 남친이라도 만났냐?
I think that was the vibe they were going for when they made that character. But I do have doll boyfriends. No, sweetie, no. Sweetie, that's sad. Last night I was so absorbed with taking pictures of the dolls that I went to bed at dawn.
안녕.
I hear another voice behind me. I turn around to see a girl with a short boyish hair right behind my back. Girls in this class stared as they saw her standing slanted with her hands in her pockets. Hi, Shinbi. Soy, Shinbi, and I call the trio in this class because there's 3 of you. Soy and Shinbi were childhood friends since they were little, and I became friends with them after I entered this academy. I never thought I'd be friends with them at first because of their gorgeous and showy looks. Yeah, at first.
그래서 말인데, 너는
What? Sorry, I missed it. Say that again?
뭐야? 사람이 얘기하고 있는데, 너 또 그 멍 때리는 버릇 나온 거야? 됐어. 아무튼 이거 말이야 이거. 네가 보기엔 어떤 디자인이 나은 것 같아?
Soy handed me a magazine, top 5 cute dresses and trends for girls. The gorgeous model posing in a pretty dress looks familiar. The name of the model written in the bottom left of the page looks familiar too. Girl, are you stupid? Shinbi. Ever since Shinbi was streetcar, she has often missed classes for modeling work. Soy tells me she has a lot of fans and is quite popular nowadays. But Shinbi herself doesn't seem to be into those things.
그나저나 신비야, 너 요새 잡지란 잡지에는 다 나오던데 힘들지 않아?
조금 그럭저럭 견딜만 해.
Wait, what? Oh.
너도 참 고생이다. 그러니까 나처럼 그때 거절하지 그랬어.
Soy was beside Shinbi when she was cast, and Soy was offered to, but she refused at the spot.
아직 내공이 부족하구나 친구야. 모델은 아니야. 보기만 해서는 만족할 수 없다고. 내가 원하는 건 한 단계 높은 차원. 그래, 모델의 몸을 마음껏 만질 수 있는 디자이너 같은 게 더 좋지.
Ma'am, that's sexual harassment. You will go to jail. After that, I didn't listen carefully.
누구셔? 오늘은 왜 잠잠한가 했다.
She turned her head towards the flashlight. Countless phones were flashing through the windows on the hallway. It's a sight that has become common due to Shinbi's rising popularity. Everyone seems to have waited for this moment.
지난주에는 신비가 수업 들으러 자주 나오지 못했으니 더 극성인 거지. 나도 지난주에는 매점에서 만나서 겨우 인사만 했어. 야, 근데 넌 수업은 안 들을 거면서 그날은 왜 온 거야?
우유 사러. 여기에서밖에 안 파는 게 있어.
네. 아, 맞다. 매점 이야기가 나와서 말이야. 그게 말이야. 신비가 아침부터 딸기 우유가 마시고 싶다고 해서 둘이. 넌 아침부터 그걸 2개.
앞에 있어.
앞에 뭐가 있다는?
아침부터 시끄럽군.
유진 선생님, 대체 그게 뭐예요?
아까부터 깍깍 시끄럽다. 조용히 말해도 다 들려. 뭘 가지고 그렇게 호들갑이야?
Sir, are you okay? You look like you're about to keel over and pass out.
비요. 온몸이 삐뚤어지잖아요. 그럼 이거 뭐예요? 설마 칼은 아니겠?
119.
응? 아, 이거 말인가? 소란 피울 거 없어. 이건 말이지.
저리 치우세요. 이건
케첩.
그래, 케첩이다. 아침으로 햄버거를 먹으려고 했거든. 그런데 너무 커서 먹기 힘들어서 말이야.
Why would you cut it with this? You know what? Carry on, sir. I'm sure you're going for an aesthetic here. I do not understand it, but carry on. Far, far away from me.
왜 그러고 서 있지? 아하, 너희도 먹고 싶어서 그런가? 나를 따라 양호실로 오도록 해. 그러고 보니 신비, 모처럼 이거 하니 너의 비골에 대해 진지하게 얘기도 나누고 싶고.
어머, 나 좀 봐. 나 다이어트 하고 있었지. 그럼 저희는 가볼게요. 선생님, 아디오.
잠깐.
난 진짜로 심장이 떨어질 뻔했다니까. 왜 아침부터 햄버거를 먹다 그 난리를 치냐 이거야. 그리고
So I punched the table.
대체 왜 음식 자르는데 수술용 나이프를 쓰냐고. 여기는 대체 비품 관리를 어떻게 하는 거야? 으이, 정말 처음에 얼굴만 보고 설렜던 내가 미쳤었지.
I think you should question. Yeah, you are crazy. Why would you look at that man and go like, ah, yes, I have a crush on you? What? What cute looks all that mattered.
무슨 소리야? 잘생긴 외모는 사랑을 시작하기 위한 조건일 뿐이야. 진정한 사랑을 위해서는 그 다음이 중요해. 잘 들어. 외모는 기본적으로 통과해야 할 관문이라고. 두 번째 관문은 정상인일 것. 양호 선생의 경우엔 두 번째에서 탈락이야.
I agree that he's not normal.
그리고 세 번째 관문이 뭔지 알아?
What is it?
바로 매너야, 매너. 하지만 네 번째 관문을 통과하지 못하면 이 모든 게 소용없는 법. 바로 능력이지. 하지만 이건 역시 다섯째 관문을 통과하지 못하면
How many gates are there?
간장을 뿌려대는 것과 마찬가지야.
I just hope that someone manages to pass all those gates before she becomes a wrinkly grandmother. I hate she's spitting facts. She is, but how many gates are there?
그러고 보니 양호 선생이 너 찾고 있던 것 같은데.
What?
아, 맞다. 그러고 보니 넣으면 양호실에 들르라고 했었다.
What? Thanks for telling me so quickly.
그럴 수도 있지 뭐. 보건위원 잘 다녀오시게. 건투를 비네.
Alright, thank you. I stood up weakly. As I walked around in my thoughts, I quickly arrived in front of the infirmary. I should listen to Soy and stop staring at nothing. I tapped both my cheeks with my hands. You look for...
베아트리체, 이 아름다운 4번 척추의 자태를 보라지. 베아트리체, 어째서 넌 이렇게도 매혹적인 걸까?
Something about this situation doesn't seem right. I need to leave. The handsome guy was embracing a skeleton model and ardently confessing his love in the morning. He's so good looking. What a shame. There are more than a few people who are obsessed with good looks but miserably fail at using them. Would others think like this of me playing with dolls? Let's make sure no one knows. Belief that some hobby should remain a secret was not wrong. Mr. Eugen, I heard you asked for me? He looked at me with bitter eyes for interrupting the private quality time. He looks dandy as well. Just the looks.
학생이군. 부른 지 한참 된 것 같은데 이제야 온 건가?
He had me run errands that often, but still doesn't know my name. He doesn't know the names of most kids, but he did seem to remember Soy and Shinbi's names. Probably because they're pretty. Of course, his idea of beauty is a tad different from those of others. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
뭐 좋아. 저기 있는 녀석을 준비실로 옮기도록.
He pointed at the upper body anatomy model he frequently used during classes. His name was, I think, Christopher? Whenever I ran errands, he often told me all kinds of stories. One of them was about Christopher. Christopher is apparently Beatrice's half-brother. Mr. Eugen is honestly annoyed with him, but he takes care of him because Beatrice adores him. Such a tear-jerking story. I don't think I can carry this alone. Although the model was just the upper body, it was too heavy for a girl to carry alone. I picked up the model up in quite an unattractive pose. He didn't give me a single glance despite me struggling to pick it up. Well, I'll be heading out.
베아트리체, 넌 어찌 이렇게 아름다운 견갑골을 가지고 있는 거지?
Oh no. Okay, goodbye now. You're creeping me out. I should close the door when I head out. Some kids who were passing by heard his voice through the door and started whispering. Some argued that it didn't matter because he looks cute. If I'm not to ruin my life with just one choice, I would quit thinking that. Someone else said that he's too creepy and asked if he's not crazy. I agree. Christopher, I mean, this model was indeed too heavy for a girl to carry. The only reason why I can manage to carry it is because my trained arm muscles are used to carrying 2 kg dolls. Ugh, so many boys pass by, but no one even looks. No one notices me because I'm too ordinary anyways. I tried to type something but didn't find the correct... Yeah, I don't think this man can be described that easily. Things would be different for Soy and Shinbi. Soy would have shoved the boys around like a queen, and Shinbi, girls would have volunteered to help. I smirked at imagining all that. I don't really feel bitter though. I agree too that their looks attract people. Oh no, recess will be over soon. I should hurry up. I'm here, guys. I'm back. I'm tired. I throw myself into a sofa without even taking my uniform off. As I buried myself in the comfy sofa, I felt as if my sore muscles were screaming. God, my shoulders. Tomorrow I'm definitely not going even if Mr. Eugen asks for me. All I do is suffer. I turn around on the sofa. As usual, I blankly stare at the ceiling. There's so much to do, but don't even want to move a finger. I have to take out the trash and wash my uniform. I don't want to move at all. I overworked myself today. I ran in the morning so I wouldn't be late. I carried around a heavy bottle and I even survived the hellish cafeteria during lunch. I just want to rest and sleep like this. But the list of chores keeps swimming in my head, so I couldn't just stay still. I can't just lie down like this. Let's finish cleaning quickly and then lie down. I gathered my sluggish strength and stood up. This house Grandpa left to me was too big to live by myself. An educator and a book lover, Grandpa had many books. He moved to larger and larger houses to keep all those books and eventually settled in this mansion. Mansion? Okay then. When Grandma was alive, they often fought over those books. Even I never saw all the books in the house, and there were rooms I couldn't enter because of them. Thanks to them, cleaning was always difficult. But I have no intention of throwing them away. Even if Grandpa passed away, since his memories are in those books, they are precious to me as well. Shall we start with the living room? I took off my uniform and got the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I know, right? Girl, if you're rich, why don't you just get a maid or something? Huh? Was someone expected? Who is it?
택배입니다.
Delivery? Oh, I was expecting something. Thank you. As soon as I got the package, I headed to my room. Yay, I've been waiting for this a long time. In the box was a splendid handmade suit and a pair of black boots. They were no bigger than my hands, but were as intricate as those of humans. Well, I can always clean later. Doll fans have different priorities from normal people. If you buy something new, you naturally have to set everything else aside and try it on the doll and take pictures. I lay down the dolls from the shelf and tried this and that on them. Pretty as expected, the wait was worth it. If she is that rich, why has... I don't know. Rich people and their rich things. I would not understand. The room quickly turned into a mess while I dressed the dolls into pretty clothes. I long forgot I had been cleaning just a while ago. I round my thoughts as I look around the room full of doll props. Other people will find it strange that I play with dolls even though I'm not a child. If they see a grown-up student still collecting dolls, they'll think she's a juvenile. But if they find out the dolls are quite expensive, they'll think it's more bizarre. But I don't think I'm weird, so I have no desire to be understood by others. Sometimes it gets a bit uncomfortable and lonely, but I don't have much problem with making excuses like now. But if there's one thing that bothers me, it's not being able to tell my friends. Soy and Shinbi would never guess this side of me. I thought of friends who were always by my side. I put the dolls on the shelf and plopped down on bed. Hey guys, if I tell Soy and Shinbi the truth, what would they say? The dolls silently look at me. Well, I've gotten this far anyways. All I have to do is keep up like this. Oh girl, you should make some anime friends. 1 second. I stretch it as far as I can on purpose to shake off all the worries. After stretching my muscles, I suddenly feel the fatigue flood over me. I have to finish cleaning. Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. 1 second. Where is it? Verifying you're human. Are you serious right now? Okay then. I should probably pin this page or something. Here you go. I unconsciously groped for the alarm clock by the bed. It's 5 a.m. It was long before the alarm rang. I must have fallen asleep. Notice what? I slowly get up from bed. I must really have overworked my body yesterday. My shoulders still hurt. I feel stiffer than usual for waking up early. So noisy in the morning. Should I sleep more? What is that sound? Oh god, that sounds like a horror movie. Anyways, is there a construction going on around the house? Why is it so noisy today? What? Wait. The sound. It's coming from the kitchen.
아, 배고파. 굶어 죽기 일보 직전이야.
No!
이러다가 세상을 구하기도 전에 나부터 죽겠다.
Fine, pick up.
너도
Fine.
배고프지? 그렇지.
네. 저도 조금요.
If I started hearing these voices in my house where I live alone, I would have either screamed and run out or called the police. Though I would have probably screamed and run out, Pika. The chances of that happening are very high, Pika.
조용히 좀 하십시오. 예의 없다는 것을 그렇게 티내고 싶습니까? 지갑을 가져오겠다니 이건 완전히 도둑이 따로 없군요.
뭐 임마? 도둑이라니? 지금 정의의 용사 보고 도둑이라고 했냐?
저기요. 너무 크게 떠들면 마스터가...
이 녀석이 지금 날 도둑으로 몰잖아. 야, 잘 들어. 난 어디까지나 돈을 가져온다고 했지.
I think that's the same thing as stealing, Pika. Would you like a dictionary, Pika?
그게 그것이 뭐가 다릅니까?
다르지. 애초에 그 녀석은 말이야, 우리한테 뭘 사주는 걸 좋아했다고.
쉿. 두 사람 다 목소리가 너무 커요. 이러다가 마스터가 깨겠어요. 안 그래도 어제 저녁에 피곤해 보였는데.
그래, 너희들 다 귓가에서 소리 지르지 좀 마. 난 저혈압이라고. 그리고 난 시켜먹는 음식은 반대야.
어째 자연스럽게 내가 요리를 한 게 되어버린 것 같은데? 뭐 좋아. 그리고 유리, 그녀 앞에서 투정 부리는 모습은 자제하지 그래? 안 그래도 놀란 눈치인데.
A man in an apron called Tay raises the ladle and points it at me.
저기 보고 있잖아.
어?
All eyes turn on me at once. So, what is happening right now? The man in the apron bandana holding a ladle looks like Tay. The frowning man sitting at the table with his finger on his forehead is a carbon copy of Lance. The young man scratching the back of his head with an apologetic face had the same hair color as Red. The one calmly sitting at the table with two hands gathered on his knees had Yuno's eyes. The tall one smoothing out a facial mask on his face. Is it really Yuri? But wait, isn't that my hairband?
마스터. 죄송해요. 저희가 아침부터 조금 시끄러웠죠.
This is the point where you start screaming like a banshee, Pika. The kid who looked like Yano and I made eye contact. What? Master?
아, 그래. 레드워 란스는 반성해. 아직 밥이 되려면 조금 더 걸릴 텐데. 일어났으니 일단 여기 앉아 있을래?
내가 뭘 어쨌다고 그래. 먼저 시비를 걸어온 건 저 녀석이었다고. 아침에 저 녀석 깨우는 것도 못하게 하더만. 아주 사사건건 시비야, 시비가.
그건 당신이 침대에 그대로 뛰어들려고 했으니까. 됐습니다. 남에게 피해를 줘놓고선 착각이 없군요. 어쨌거나 저희가 깨웠다면 미안합니다.
The one who looks like Lance slightly bowed his head to me.
마침 잘 됐군. 안 그래도 물어볼 것이 있었는데. 이 집에 음이온이 나오는 헤어드라이기는 없는 거야?
I think I'm dreaming a lot lately. That's one way to look at it, Pika. Am I getting weak? I pinch my cheeks with my eyes still on the boys in front of me. It hurts. I pinch the other side too. It hurts twice as much.
아침부터 자학하는 건 거기까지만 해. 정신 차리고 얼른 준비하지 않으면 늦을 거야.
야, 내 말 듣고 있어? 이리 와. 내 옆자리 비었어. 같이 먹자. 너 맨날 대충 먹거나 아예 안 먹고 그냥 나갔지?
그래요, 마스터. 집에 와도 빵으로 때우기 일쑤고. 마스터는 가뜩이나 허약한데 먹는 것도 부실해서 전 정말 항상 걱정이었어요.
자, 어린 양들의 걱정이 이만저만이 아니니 얼른 와서 앉아. 아니면 내 무릎 위에 앉을래?
I'm gonna pass on that.
그 멍한 표정은 뭡니까? 그런데 식탁에 앉을 거라면 적어도 옷 정도는 갈아입는 것이 어떨까요?
What?
식탁 예절이란 게 있지 않습니까? 집이라도 어느 정도 예의는 갖춰주시면 좋겠네요. 괴상한 옷을 입고 있는 건 저기 있는 텅 빈 빨간 머리로 좋답니다.
임마, 내 옷이 왜?
정말로 몰라서 묻습니까? 그렇다면 사과드리죠. 제가 당신을 과대평가했군요.
이건 내가 정의의 용사임을 나타내는 증거야. 그리고 내 머리는 잘 붙어 있는데 무슨 소?
잠깐만요, 레드. 아무리 흥분했어도 식탁을 엎지는 마세요.
No.
다들 배가 고프니까 성질이 급해지는군. 자, 여러분 식사 나왔습니다.
의외로 꽤 괜찮은 디스플레이잖아, 테이. 센스가 좋아. 마음에 들어.
고마워 유리. 너한테 센스를 칭찬받으니 우쭐해지는 걸.
마스터, 여기 앉으세요.
Good God, how is this woman not reacting? Huh? Oh, okay. Why are you smiling?
이렇게 나란히 앉아서 마스터와 아침을 먹게 되다니 꿈만 같아서요.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
Okay. Are you just trying out all the redeems? Oh God.
항상 날 쓰다듬어주던 이 손을 이렇게 쥘 수 있다니. 마스터, 이게 꿈은 아니겠죠?
Okay, you're freaking me out, kid. In his clear and bright eyes were pure happiness. This kid, he's so lovely. Are you sure about that? I unconsciously hold up my hand and stroke his head. His soft hair twining around my hand felt good. This really isn't a dream. Yeah, it really isn't a dream. What? This isn't a dream? I suddenly stood up, shrank back in fear, and my chair fell down with a bang.
어쩐지 침착하다 싶었는데 역시 이렇게 되는구나.
You guys, what the hell? Who are you?
너 알고 있는 거 아니었어? 좋아. 그럼 지금부터 내 소개를 하지. 잘 들어. 난 지구를 지키는 정의의 용사. 그 이름도 찬란한 레드야. 이 무리에서 대장을 맡고 있지.
Red, those clothes and the name Red. My doll Red?
응.
So you're saying that you're a doll?
응. 그렇다니까.
No way! Shut up!
왜 말도 안 돼? 맞다니까. 왜 안 믿어주는 거야?
But a doll moving, coming to life. How am I supposed to believe that?
저 녀석이 우리의 대장이란 말엔 동의할 수 없지만 우리가 당신의 인형인 것은 맞습니다.
그래, 놀란 마음은 이해가 되지만 진정해. 옆에서 연호가 울기 일보 직전이라고.
Yeah, that seems like a problem. How about you explain stuff to me
This is for
instead?
Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat
Why?
bitch.
Why do you want to redeem this every time you see
Dirty
Liphe?
white racist ass bitch, fat bitch, overlooked body ass bitch.
The boy, still covered and stiff, was about to break into tears. Who wrote this? He looked at me with his wet eyes and spoke to me.
저는 우리가 사람이 되면 마스터도 기뻐하실 거라 생각했는데 아니었어.
Wait, that's not it.
마이 허니, 난 마이 허니의 모든 면을 사랑하지만 어린아이를 울리는 건 받아주기가.
I'm being ganged up on. What? My what?
연호도 그만 뚝 하고. 지금 머릿속이 복잡한 건 알겠는데
Just matches the
식사 먼저 하는
wife.
게 어때? 모처럼 만든 아침이 식어가고 있잖아.
I see steaming hot soup and glossy rice on the table. Ever since Grandpa died, I haven't had such a well-prepared breakfast table. Living by myself afterwards, I couldn't be bothered to eat breakfast. Ever since living by myself, I rarely ate rice and just bought bento boxes of bread from the convenience store. So I'm also not used to eating breakfast with this many people. Yeah, a lot of people, and what's more, a lot of boys. Wait. And I slowly check how I look. If I ignored the messy hair disheveled from sleep, my clothes were disastrous. My pajamas were ridiculously juvenile bear print dress I had bought on the street 5 years ago. There were even holes here and there. And inside the pajamas, brother. You know what? Understandable girl. Aspiring to be a free solo, I always took off my underwear at home and enjoyed living by myself. Do I actually look like this in front of these five? No way!
오늘은 아침부터 정말 활기차다.
After panicking for a while, I quickly went back to my room to change into better clothes and came back to the living room.
그리고 나서 이렇게 사람의 모습이 돼 있었어.
Indeed. What's wrong with comfortable bear print pajamas? I don't understand. I say as someone wearing Winnie the Pooh pajamas right now. Explain to me. After I came back, Red explained to me what had happened. So what are you trying to say? That you were on the shelf until yesterday but woke up to find yourself a human being? How?
그러니까 지금 말했잖아. 갑자기 뭔가가 탁 튀어나왔거든.
I had no idea what he was saying.
말을 해도 꼭 무식이 철철 흘러 넘치는 설명이네요.
야, 내가 뭐? 그러는 너는 아냐? 우리가 사람이 된 이유 말이야.
그걸 대답할 수 있는 사람은 이 중에 없어.
This is for Rachel,
나도
you big
우리에게
fat white
정확히 무슨
man,
일이
smelling
일어났지는
fat
잘 몰라.
bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling dirty white racist ass big fat bitch, overload body ass bitch.
Okay.
다만 레드 말대로 무언가가 우리 몸에 닿았던 느낌은
저도 기억해요. 그게 닿자마자 밝은 빛에 휩싸였고 그 후에 눈을 떠보니 이렇게 사람의 몸을 가지게 되었어요.
결국 아무도 우리가 사람이 된 이유는 대답하지 못한다는 거로군.
Yuri walked towards me with his long legs.
사람이든 아니든 우리의 주인은 너, 바로 너라는 거지. 하나밖에 없는 나의 주인님.
Yuri raised my chin as he spoke. Up close, he's really so cute. What? I accidentally spoke my mind while blankly staring at him. Luckily, Yuri seemed to have missed it.
방금 뭐라고 하지 않았어?
Yuri raised my chin and pulled my face towards his. He was not as small as when he was a doll. My heart started pounding to see such a beauty up close. And he's not just a beauty, he's a man. It was nothing. I shake off his hand at this thought. Now that I think about it, Yuri is first and foremost a man. I've never been this close to a guy other than Grandpa and Dad. After being aware of this, my heart started to beat faster. My face is probably red too. This is embarrassing. Now she's delulu. She thinks Yuri is creepy. Well, I mean, I think there needs to be a little bit of delulu involved when you're buying creepy dolls and going like, you're my friends forever.
깜짝이야. 마이 허니 부끄럼 타는 거야?
I was just surprised. Yuri seemed to put on a serious face but soon shrugged it off and came back to his usual self. But there's something odd.
뭐죠?
If you guys are the dolls, then what are those? All the dolls in my room are where they were before. I point towards my room. I checked with my own what while getting dressed. On the shelf were 5 dolls as usual. Come on, man, he's wearing a nice dress.
Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling dirty white racist ass big fat bitch, overload body ass bitch.
그건 우리도 잘은 모르겠지만 본체는 그대로인 것 같아.
The soul?
그래. 저기에 있는 인형은 껍데기일 뿐이야.
인형 속에 있던 의식이 사람의 모습으로 구체화된 것 같습니다.
The consciousness what? I can't understand what he means. Knowing what I'm thinking, Lance frowned a bit and started to explain more.
간단히 말하자면 인형 속의 영혼이 인간의 몸으로 변했다는 겁니다.
What kind of fantasy is that?
아니, 비록 껍데기이긴 하지만 본체는 본체인 것 같아.
Be careful of what?
본체에 상처가 나면 우리 몸에도 상처가 나요.
How do you know that?
말 그대로지. 어떤 원리인지는 모르겠지만 본체에 위협을 가하면 우리한테도 영향이 오는 모양이야. 레드를 바늘로 찔러서 테스트해봤으니 이건 확실한 사실이야.
야, 그건 테스트가 아니라 고문이었다고. 하기 싫다는 나를 양팔로 잡아서 너희들이 잔인하게. 에휴.
He scowled and buried his face in his hands as if recalling something horrendous. So my dolls have come to life and are standing right in front of me. Is this it? This is real and not a dream? Look at it and tell me the man isn't wearing a nice tray. Lance was staring at me and our eyes met. Why?
아니요. 멍청한 표정을 짓고 있어서요.
Excuse you?
현실한테 어울리기는 합니다만.
What? Stupid? Are you really my doll? What happened to the Prince Charming I'd imagined? Who's this jerk in front of my eyes? I've come to realize that these 5 boys are very different from what I had pictured, especially Lance. Talking with my dolls was something I've always dreamt of. I was indeed a bit disappointed at their cold attitudes.
우리가 왜 갑자기 이런 몸을 가지게 됐는지, 이것이 일시적인 현상인지 아닌지 어느 하나 정확한 것을 알 수 없기 때문에 지금부터 섣부른 행동은 금물입니다.
As he finished his words, Lance looked at me. I just sat there listening to what he was saying and stared blankly at those unrealistic moving lips.
갑자기 우리들이 나타나서 당황했겠지만 그래도 일단은 당신이 우리의 오너이니 다소 불편함이 있더라도 상황이 정리되면 이 집을 나가는 방법을 모색해 보도록 하겠습니다.
왜? 난 나가기 싫어. 저 녀석이랑 같이 살고 싶다고. 사람이 되면 하고 싶은 게 얼마나 많았는데.
오, 대범한 발언을 하는데 레드. 순진한 얼굴을 하고서는 제법 은큼하단 말이야. 역시 젊은 게 좋군.
저도 마스터와 함께 있고 싶어요. 마스터는 우리들의 주인님인데 따로 산다는 건 말이 안 된다고 생각해요.
연호야, 진정해. 손에 힘도 풀고. 아무도 널 여기서 나가라고 하지 않았어.
I mean, I would probably tell you to get out. Like, I know what you are, Yano. I know what you are. Yano slightly relaxed at Tae's words.
이 모습이 언제 사라질지 모르는데 다들 참 태평한 소리를 하는군요. 다들 머리가 비었습니까?
그건 너도 마찬가지잖아.
자, 그만두래. 집에 머물지에 대해서는 집주인의 의사가 제일 중요하잖아.
They approached me.
부담이
I know
될
this
건
will be a
알고
bird.
있어.
Oh, sorry.
하지만 여기에 머물게 해주면 안 될까?
But his soft and sincere voice melts my ears. Tae is exactly as I had imagined.
사실 난 저 녀석들을 쫓아버리고 우리 둘이서만 살자고 하고 싶지만
부탁이에요, 마스터. 저희를 버리지 말아주세요.
Don't look at me with those puppy dog eyes. I softened after seeing Yano's watery eyes. All right, but you guys really have to behave yourself. There's nothing I can say if the neighbors find out.
걱정하지 마. 유후! 좋았어. 오늘부터 이곳이 우리 본부다, 본부.
Shorty is. He's not okay. They were loud as soon as I was done talking. They hated the food that had went cold. I was so used to having breakfast by myself. What just happened? I pick up my chopsticks and look around the table. I can't get used to this. Of course, there's nothing to complain about being surrounded by cute boys. Lance eating quietly in his usual tidy self and adorable, munching food like a hamster. Red shouting how delicious everything is every time he puts something in his mouth, and Yuri delicately handling his chopsticks. And Tae's like a father delighted at everyone enjoying the food. All of them are sitting at the table. Is this where I live? I couldn't believe the sight in front of my eyes. Living with these people from now on, is this really not a dream? I live with these awesome guys. As reality suddenly hits me, I feel excited. Hold on, so you guys remember everything that happened when you were dolls?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a squirrel the way he chews with a mouth full of food. Now I get why Tae is your favorite. Tae.
물론이죠. 마스터를 처음 만난 날도 마스터가 처음 옷을 사준 날도 다 기억나요.
그뿐만이 아니야. 난 마이 허니가 어떤 옷을 입고 어떤 음식을 먹었는지도 다 기억하고 있어.
Could you please not call me that?
나도. 그거라면 나도 기억해. 맞다. 옷하니까 말인데.
To what?
왜 있잖아. 홈 쇼핑인가? 네가 TV 보다가 갑자기 사야겠다며 난리친 거.
Oh, sweetie, no.
뭐
Sweetie,
어쩌고
no. Oh my god, what is he saying?
오면 나한테도 보여줘. 내가 어울리는지 안 어울리는지 봐줄.
이 저질이.
Lance kicked Red in the shin. Red clashed his leg and started rolling around.
인생 레이스가 달린
This would be the point where I dig my own grave and just say like goodbye. Thank you very much for this time that we have spent together, but I will go and die now.
잘은 모르겠지만 마스터는 뭐든 잘 어울릴 거예요. 저도 보고 싶.
You know, looks at me with this. Oh no, that smile is not innocent.
그래. 당황한 건 이해하지만 진정하고. 따뜻한 차 한 잔 줄까?
Since when did they see me, huh? Did they see me when I played with my dolls in my own fantasy world and when I ran around with just my underwear on?
이제 와서 말이지만
What?
집에서도 옷은 챙겨 입는 것이 좋다고 생각합니다.
What? What is he talking about? I'm wearing clothes right now.
언제 손님이 찾아올지도 모르고 특히 그 브레이즈 그걸 답답하다고 아무데나 벗어 던지는 것은
Excuse
자제해
you.
주십시오.
Lance avoided my eyes while speaking and his ears were slightly red. And listening to that, my ears must have gone 10 times red.
그러고 보니 예전에 란스 쪽으로 던져서 저 녀석이 그걸 뒤집어 쓴 경험이 있었지? 맞아. 목석 같은 란스라도 그런 갑작스런 자극은 좀 충격적이었겠지.
Do you think they are quite the couple when they don't seem, even though they don't seem so? They connect through such weird things. Lance starts frowning.
야, 너 아까부터 이상한.
Red stops rolling around in pain and suddenly put his hands on both my cheeks. I felt his big callous hands wrap around my face. Exactly. This is my house, bitch. You're living here rent free. How dare you tell me what I can do and can't do?
뭐야? 너 왜 그렇게 놀래? 혹시 내가 싫으냐?
No, that's not it. It's just a little awkward having a guy come up to me so naturally. I'm not used to it. I was about to open my mouth to say something to clear up the uncomfortable air. It was at that moment.
당신이 때리는 줄 알았나 봅니다.
뭐 임마? 야, 너 왜 자꾸 시비야?
Onion head.
오늘 한번 이 레드의 필살 어택 맛 좀 맞아봐야 정신을 차리지.
Little move? What the hell is that? Nevertheless, I'm relieved to see Red get all worked up again. The air's been cleared. He looked a bit gloomy before. Did I see it wrong?
어제 비가 온 덕분에 오늘은 날씨가 맑군요. 환기를 하는 것도 나쁘지 않을 것 같습니다.
너 내 말 무시하냐? 그리고 먼지라는 단어를 말하.
아 참 맞다. 네가 일어나기 전에 간단하게 집 청소를 좀 했는데.
아, 저도 같이 했어요. 바닥에 있던 물건들은 저기에 모아놨어요.
Wow, they really did it. I was too surprised to notice everything before, but the living room was indeed really clean. All the cleaning tools I'd taken out to start cleaning and the dirty clothes were all gone. I wake up to find the house clean and breakfast ready. They must be my fairy godmother. Dolls cleaning and cooking. No one will ever believe this.
자, 잡담은 그만하고 얼른 마저 먹어. 식겠다.
Everyone starts to move the chopsticks at The's words.
저기요,
Now that I think about it, always calls me master.
걱정하지 마세요. 마스터에게 해가 되는 일은 절대로 안 할게요.
You and I both know that's a lie, You must have thought I don't trust them. Somehow I start to feel sorry at seeing his nervous face. It's nothing like that. Of course I am surprised, but I'm not worried. I'm actually really happy. Now I can eat with you like this. It's really like a dream.
마스터.
Threw his tiny body into my arms. Although since we were sitting at the table, only his upper body was in my arms.
저요, 진짜로 뭐든지 다 할게요. 마스터를 위해서라면. 그러니까 앞으로 계속 이렇게
So I can hate him
같이
more.
있어주세요.
You just have to wait and watch. You'll see how this innocent face goes from cute to crazy. Oh boy. Instead of replying, I stroke his head. Sits straight again and beams. All the rest of the boys seem to be looking at us, but they soon turn their eyes back to their food. It is actually a bit surreal and nerve-wracking. Nothing is going to be solved just by worrying, so for now, let's just think about things right ahead. Let's see. Right now, the things ahead are food. Let's eat food. Just as someone will plant an apple tree even after the world ends, I have to go to class even after my dolls come to life. Okay, you can never just run around. I'm supposed to be living here by myself. If you don't be careful with the old man upstairs, no, I mean our principal sees you, then we're going to be in big trouble. In the upstairs of the mansion lives the principal of Kroby Academy. I say he's the principal, but he's an old friend of Grandpa. He often saw after me since I was little, so I feel like I have another Grandpa. Because he lives upstairs, my parents must have let me live by myself. I think they stay in contact. So if he finds out this, things will get serious.
걱정 마. 우리가 애들이고 여긴 우리한테 맡겨. 안심 푹 하고 다녀오라고.
You're the one I'm most worried about considering how loud you are. It hasn't been long since we barely stopped right from trying to patrol the neighborhood after breakfast.
꼬맹이들은 나한테 맡겨. 마음 같아서는 마이허니와 함께 가고 싶은데 우리 사이를 갈라놓는 악마들.
That is indeed good thinking. Like, listen, you want to stay here, you gotta pull your own weight, get to work, chop chop. Wait, 1 second. Okay, half an hour more. A few moments ago, I was getting ready to head out when Yuri suddenly came up and grandly announced he was coming with me. If they and Lance hadn't stepped up, I'm scared to think what would have happened. You know, Yuri, I think you said the same thing when you received that voice phishing call. I'm a commerce major. Makes sense. He already has a face that sticks out, but the way he moves makes him more noticeable. I'm having doubts about whether I can really leave these boys here. Anyways, I'll be back.
저기 잠깐만요, 마스터.
Yeah? I was about to pass the living room and head towards the front door when Yuno stopped me. He came towards me, stood on tiptoes, and gave me a peck on the forehead. Excuse you?
잘 다녀오시라는 인사예요. 항상 아침마다 우리한테 인사를 해주셨잖아요. 잘 다녀오겠다고요. 그래서 오늘 해봤는데 생각했던 것보다 조금 쑥스럽긴 하지만.
Yuno.
혹시 불쾌하시?
I unknowingly hugged Yuno tightly. His small and warm body was in my arms. He really is so lovable. I'll be back, guys. They were listening to that. They were listening to that goodbye I always said without knowing. I thought I was alone ever since Grandpa died, but there were ones who looked after me. Who wrote this? I suddenly choked up at the thought.
늦었습니다. 조심히 다녀오십시오. 길 건널 때 차 조심하고요.
란스도 걱정이 되나 보네. 그래, 모처럼 이렇게 몸도 얻었으니
걱정한 적 없습니다.
알아.
Did you just say go ara?
밖에 나갈 순 없겠지만 그 정도는 괜찮지?
They looked at me for approval.
오, 좋아. 동료가 출근하는데 당연히 배웅을 해줘야지.
Red grabbed my wrist and was about to burst out the front door any minute. Wait.
나도 함께 가자고 말하고 싶지만 난 꼬맹이들과 함께하는 것보단 둘만의 오붓한 시간을 가지고 싶으니까 패스. 마이커니?
I wasn't disappointed.
잘 다녀오라고.
Yes, what is your question?
알겠어. 아침부터 몸을 움직였더니 피곤해.
Lance, who didn't seem so keen, was pushed by Tay to come see me off at the front door. It was the first time someone saw me off after Grandpa died. I feel a bit tickly.
밖에까지 나가지 못해서 미안.
Gender bend version of this game? No, there isn't. Not for this particular game. You would have to look at like a different game. I'm not very. I don't know a lot of male-oriented games like this one.
잘 다녀오세요, 마스터. 조심하시고요.
밖에서 팍팍 해치우고 얼른 돌아오라고. 기다릴 테니까 말이야. 나 밥 안 먹고 기다릴 거니까.
Okay. I say bye to the boys and turn the doorknob. At that moment,
이제 가니?
principal. It just happened at that very moment. I was about to open the door. I caught eyes of the principal heading down. Oh no, what do I do? Behind me are healthy boys standing in a line. And not just one, but 4. This was serious.
아침부터 활기찬 대답이구나. 활기찬 건 좋은 거.
Are you heading out already? It's quite early.
그러니? 항상 나오는 시간에 나온 건데.
No, I think there are quite a few games. I just haven't played any. Because, a lot of them tend to be very, sexual. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't vibe with that. But I can ask my friend for recommendations. I know he plays them, so. Really?
그나저나 의외구나. 아침에 이렇게 마주치다니.
I know, right? Since every morning I barely make it to class on time, I never knew when he headed out.
그런데 뒤에
위에 있는 아이들은 누구니?
Near you, he lives right on the floor above us. Oh no, caught red-handed. I knew he would ask. Of course he would. 4 guys in a house, a girl lives alone would naturally seem strange. What do I do? What do I do? They are cousins. They're my distant cousins from my dad's side, and they're studying in Korea from this year. I quickly put forth, Africa. His parents are in Africa, so he came to Korea first by himself. Yes, he didn't have a place to stay, so he's staying at my place for a while. Isn't that right,
네? 네.
At that moment, the animal food chain I learned at biology class yesterday flashed through my mind. I can't believe I just said Africa. I regretted it as soon as I said it. The principal knew most people in my family, so he was not going to believe a cousin who suddenly appeared out of nowhere, especially since I said he's from Africa. In one word, doomed. Doomed. I am doomed.
그렇구나. 기특하기도 하지. 공부를 하러 이 먼 곳까지 온 게로구나.
My school was in front of my house. Oh god, that sounds horrible.
자리가 되지 않지.
What?
그럼 나머지도?
Sure. Pretty similar. Oh, look at me. I'll introduce them. This is the son of a cousin's friend. This is the son of that friend's in-laws, and this is the friend here is the son of what that in-law's cousin. What is Someone please shut my mouth for me. Of course he saw me. मुझसे जाओ ड्रेस पहन के आओ. The more I speak, the more my words become a mess.
모두 다 유학 온 거니?
Yes.
그래, 다들 기특하구나. 기회가 된다면 젊을 땐 많이 배우는 게 좋지.
He believes me.
그러고 보니 내가 어릴 적엔 말이다. 배우고 싶어도 배울 수가 없던 시절이 있었단다. 어디 보자.
While being happy at him believing my story, started unraveling his old stories as he always did. When he starts to tell old stories, he never stops. Sometimes he tells them to us during the assemblies, but does he know all the kids drown in despair when that happens? I'm used to it, but I think it's a bit harsh to have 3 hours long assembly, Grandpa. And now he was about to start his story. Grandpa, I have to head out soon. If he moved on to telling old stories, does that mean he really believed me? For now, let's get out of here.
이런, 내가 또 이야기에 심취했구나. 그래, 시간을 빼앗은 걸 사과할 겸 오늘은 다 같이 가도록 하자. 밑에 차를 대기시켜 놓았.
All together in the car? What?
뭘 그리 놀라니? 어차피 너희 집에 온 거라면 이 근처 아카데미에 가려던 거 아니었니?
Yes, that's true. No way.
근처에 있는 아카데미는 우리 아카데미밖에 없지 않니? 마침 잘 됐구나. 내가
Isn't there a saying that says, give him enough rope and he will hang himself? The lies I've made to cover up the crisis right in front of me has led to a bigger crisis. To the academy with these 4 and with the principal too? Dear God, what did I do to deserve such suffering? I suddenly remember the time I bailed out of class cleaning duties to buy Kroby's newly released doll outfits at their showroom. I can't believe karma is acting up like this. I can't do this. Even if I misunderstood, I have to say that I just brought boys to my house. I'll just say that they just came to hang out. Of course, you might find it strange that they slept over, but hey, they look tidy, so I can just stick it out. It's better than taking them to the academy. Yes, of course it is. Grandpa. Yes, what is it? Honestly, what happened is.
밖이 소란스러운 거 보니 안 갔나 보네.
Oh my God, Yuri.
말하니 뭐 좀 하나만 묻자. 이 샴푸 말이야 손상 모발용이야?
The water drops glistening on his shoulder, slender shirtless body made me feel dizzy. Under his waist was a single towel barely covering him up. At that moment, Thay and I used all our reflexive muscles to block the door. Give them they will hang him. Dear God, I will never bail from cleaning duties ever again. I will live my life as a devout nun. I love this so much. Oh, my tummy hurts. So please tell me Grandpa did not just see this.
이제 와서 새삼스레 그럴 게 뭐 있어? 이미 우린 서로 볼 거 다 본 사이인데. 그러니까
Oh my God, Yuri, shut the fuck up.
열라고.
Shut up.
방금 그건
Grandpa, I'm so grateful that you would give us a ride. Wow, this will be so comfortable. There's no place better than our academy around here, is there? Guys, you guys are all really blessed. Now let's go. Hurry, hurry, Grandpa, you too.
마스터, 잠깐만요. 저희는
Oh my god, what are you saying? Oh, you mean that animation we saw yesterday? What was it called? Was it No Love for Even a Phony Hipster Stuck in Junior High? The main character shouted like this: Dark Flame Master. Can't even.
야, 너 갑자기 왜 그래? 아침 잘못 먹었냐?
우리 전학이 이렇게 빨리 진행되어서 당황했나 보지. 자, 얼른 가자. 수업에 늦겠다.
They was the only one who understood. Thanks, they. You're the only one I can count on. She was so beat.
녀석, 그렇게 서두르지 않아도 된단다. 그것보다 아까
Wow, why do I miss the classroom so much today? I just feel like studying right now. Before anyone had the chance to say anything more, I forced Grandpa and the boys into the car. She's just like, oh god. Like very quick on her feet, huh? Like that's an experienced liar. I always said that I hate the way the academy, but today I was genuinely serious.
그래.
Okay, first you should.
우선은 간다.
There were white forms waiting for us in the principal's room as soon as we arrived. Personal information. Wait, can they even write? If things go badly, I'll just have to say they've lived abroad so they don't know English.
오, 글들을 모두 잘 쓰는구나.
They know how to write? Now that I think about it, Ray cooked and Red watched TV. Did they acquire basic information necessary for daily life along with their human bodies? I don't know what exactly happened, but this is such a huge relief. I peeped at the handwriting. The handwriting showed all the individual personalities. Lance's handwriting is smooth, like it's written from an expensive fountain pen, and I see trying hard to copy Lance's cursive writing. These flowed so naturally that I wanted to make it into a font. And for Red, I believe I have to say that his grammar is weak since he lived abroad.
다들 주소지가 없구나. 그리고 보호자의 동의도 필요한데.
She had a secret doll
부모님과
collection.
통화는
Yeah, but still. Legal garden? We totally missed that. Yep. Our ages dictates that we still need a supervisor for everything. What do? We can't have my parents be their guardian.
아마도 지금 시차 때문에 통화가 어려우실 거라 생각합니다. 제가 나중에 연락을 드린 후 동의서를 팩스로 보내달라고.
Sickly put up my thumbs when I caught his eye. No need to completely ignore me.
그래, 알겠다. 부모님 동의가 꼭 필요하니 그렇게 해주렴.
고맙습니다.
그럼 오늘은 아쉽지만 이대로 집으로 돌아가야겠구나.
Really, that's such a really, shame. Such a shame. Haha, guys, get up. Let's go. Get up. Up.
있잖아, 우리 정말로 여길 다니게 되는 거야?
우와, 저기 이대로 우리가 아카데미를 다녀도 괜찮을까요? 마스터가 얌전히 있으라고 한 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데.
그러게, 상황이 이렇게 되었으니 이제 와서 되돌리기는 어렵겠어. 일단 최악의 상황을 대비해놔야겠어.
지금보다 더한 상황이 있을까요? 전 지금도 충분히 최악이라고 생각합니다. 저 무식한 녀석과
My head hurts too. Thankfully, since it's only morning, no one's passing by the principal's office. I should send them back. They stand out more now that they're all together. They have to go home before weird rumors start to spread. Especially the moment Soy sees them, it'll be hell. You guys go home first. I'll be there as soon as school ends. Don't get distracted and go straight home, okay?
벌써 가야 해? 에이, 모처럼 여기까지 왔는데 조금 더 구경하다 가면 안 돼?
마스터, 저희는 이만 돌아갈게요. 저희 걱정은 하지 마세요.
Do they even know the way home? Hey, take care of the kids.
알았어. 걱정하지 말고 이따 보자.
어서 가는 것이 좋겠습니다. 사람들이 오기 시작했어요.
I hear whispering from afar.
서둘러야겠군. 그런데 한 가지 문제.
What problem?
여기서 집까지 어떻게 가지?
Exactly. Oh. We shut the cab in the principal's car on our way here. Okay, no other choice. I'll have to send them back by cab. My allowance. I'll have to survive on ramen for a while. When the never-ending classes finally finished, I went back home as fast as I could. We barely ate dinner and now we're in the living room holding a crisis meeting.
한 번만 더 한숨을 쉬면 46번째야.
Hello, welcome. How are you? No matter how much I think, nothing comes up. The principal gave us 4 days for the boys to hand in permission forms. They need to find a guardian in 4 days. A legal guardian isn't just going to fall from the sky. It hasn't even been a single day since I found out that my dolls came to life. But before I could even gather my thoughts on that, a bigger crisis happened. About these boys turning human. I'll think about that after we solve the matriculation problem. Who wrote this? Who did the translation? I just want to talk. Right now, it's more important to figure out the entrance process.
한숨을 쉬면 행복이 도망가 버릴 거예요.
What?
예전에 마스터가 우리를 보면서 알려준 말이에요. 한숨을 쉬면 행복이 도망가니까 기운 내서 웃겠다고 했어요.
They really say that? Seems to remember everything about me.
행복이 도망가면 안 되지. 자, 나를 따라해. 도망가려는 녀석을 붙잡는 거야.
Red cheeks blew up as much as they can and quickly shriveled back as they were. I'm good too. How was your day today? I smirk at seeing him be foolish.
이제야 웃네.
Seeing you get it, and it gets worse. He gets worse somehow. What?
아까부터 계속 심각한 얼굴만 하고 있잖아, 너. 집에 돌아오고 나서 한 번도 웃지 않았어.
I didn't? I must have bothered them without knowing.
보호자를 찾을 수 없다면 일단 우리는 이 집을 나갈게.
그렇군요. 우선 몸을 숨기고 나중에 상황이 진정되면
마스터와 떨어져 있어야 하나요?
As soon as he hears we have to part, Yono's face falls. I feel bad to see him like that. What was the term for what? Clingy? Oh, sweetie, clingy does not even begin to explain it.
이렇게 귀여운 얼굴에 주름이라니 어울리지 않아, 마이 허니. 걱정하지 마, 내가 있을 테니까 말이야.
What?
난 학생이 아니니까 이 집에 남아도 상관없잖아. 저 칙칙한 녀석들은 내보내고 나와 이 집에서 오붓하게 둘만 즐거운 라이프를.
Lance pinches Yuri's arms that were about to go around my shoulders. Meliandre. Yeah, that sums it up, I guess.
물론 당신도 함께 나갈 겁니다. 이 이상 일을 크게 만들지 마십시오. 이렇게 된 것도 어찌 보면 당신 때문이니까요.
나 때문이라니? 무슨 소린지 모르겠군. 그리고 나 말고도 다들 이 집에 있고 싶잖아. 상황이 어떻고 저떻고 내 알 바 아니야. 난 이 녀석이랑 같이 지낼 거야. 불만이 있어도 안 들을 거야.
아이, 뭐가 이리 복잡해. 보호자든 뭐든 까짓 거 없으면 만들면 되잖아. 나도 여기서 나가기 싫다고.
사실 저도 그래요. 인형일 때도 마스터와 떨어져 본 적이 없는데.
그렇게 무작정 우긴다고 될 일이 아닙니다.
자, 다들 감정적으로 나오지 말고 침착해. 유리의 말이 맞아. 그녀는 우리의 오너니까 우리들이 주인 옆에 있고 싶어하는 건 당연한 거지.
We're back at square one. Should I call my parents? No. If I call them, they'll be flabbergasted and immediately take a flight back to Korea. And besides, even if they do help, they'll just be a proxy and not a legal guardian. No, unfortunately, there is not a line addressing the ice tray.
네가 오면 함께 먹을 거라고 하면서 갑자기 나도 배가 고파지는 것 같다. 자, 일단 뭐 좀 먹고 계속하자.
그래, 금강산도 식후경이라고. 일단 먹자. 맛있는 걸 먹고 나면 뭔가
결국 밥부터 먹는 걸로 정해진 건가? 좋아. 모처럼 사람의 몸이 되었으니
차려놓은 걸 먹을 생각부터 하기 이전에 도울 생각 좀 하십시오.
내가 사내 녀석들과 함께하는 식사에 그런 수고를 할 이유가 없잖아. 물론 마이 허니 하나만을 위한 요리라면 말이 달라지겠지만.
테이, 마스터, 저도 같이 해요.
I set the table with Yono. Red marks a racket beside me, but he's not much of a help.
배고픈데 언제 다 되려나. 아까부터 맛있.
Haha, wait a bit more. Why did I say it like that? Oh, right. Can I ask you a question?
당연하지. 너라면 하나가 아니라 10개를 해도 돼.
There was a chance to ask him something I've been wondering about. Your clothes. Where did you get the clothes you're wearing right now? Red was wearing the Justice Warrior suit, the default outfit for Red when Kroby Doll announced him. It just wasn't Red. All the others were also wearing their own default outfit.
아, 이거?
Red pulled at his own clothes.
나도 그 이유를 몰라.
You don't know?
사람의 몸으로 눈을 뜰 때부터 이 옷을 입고 있었어. 어디서 난 건지는 모르지만 상관없어. 난 이 옷이 제일 편해. 나에게 맞춰서 만든 옷이라는 느낌이 들거든.
Red strokes his own outfit.
아마도 우리가 출시되었던 그 당시 그 모습 그대로 인간이 된 게 아닐까 합니다.
Lance, who was coming from the living room, cut in our conversation. So with this too, they have no clue on what happened. And those clothes, can you take them off and change?
물론입니다. 지금 우리는 사람이니까요.
왜? 사람이 된 우리들하고 인형놀이를 하고 싶어?
Please shut up.
난 환영이야. 마이허니가 입히고 벗겨준다면 얼마든지.
Lance picked up a sharp fork. His expression was fiercer than the blade. Yuri avoided his
그뿐만
eyes.
아니라 레드는 정말로 정의의 용사, 유리는 드러머의 능력을 갖고 있어요.
Really? You can play the drums?
물론이지.
Hi,
이 집의
Sue.
드럼이
How
없다는
are
점이
you?
아쉽군. 너에게 멋진 모습을 보여줄 기회인데 말이야.
The pretend setups for playing with dolls have become reality. Amazing. How about you? What can Yuno and Lance do?
네? 란스는 보다시피 머리가 아주 좋고요. 전딱
Yuno slurred. What?
연호는 친절하고 다정하잖아. 그건 우리들이 가진 능력 중에.
They turned towards the table holding a huge pot with the finished meal. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Right, Yuno, you've helped me so much already. You have a great gift.
마스터.
오래 기다렸지? 자, 됐어. 앉아.
아싸!
맛있겠네요. 마스터도 어서.
Like in the morning, it felt strange to see the busy dinner table. The house used to be so quiet and just until yesterday. This isn't bad. I'm actually happy. So began my second meal with the boys. We had another meeting after filling our stomachs, but no solution came up.
벌써 이렇게 된 건가? 밤이 늦었어. 내일도 있으니까 오늘.
이 이상 계속해봤자 시간 낭비겠군요. 찬성입니다.
내일은 좋은 생각이 떠올랐으면 좋겠어요. 자면서도 열심히 생각할게요. 마스터.
이런 다들 당장이라도 쓰러져 잘 기세. 고민할 게 뭐 있어? 나와 마이허니는 같은 침대에 쓰면 되고.
I need you to stay as far away from me as possible, sir. Yuri tried to hug me from behind with his buttery face. A cushion from the sofa flew towards Yuri.
란스, 너 임마!
그 쿠션을 베개로 쓰시라고 던졌습니다. 졸린 게 아니라면 그런 헛소리를 할 리가 없으니까.
뭐? 야, 너 그렇다고 이 아름다운 얼굴에 쿠션을 던져? 마이허니만 아니었으면 넌 죽었어. 오늘만 참아주마.
그렇군요. 매번 쿠션이 준비되어 있다는 보장도 없으니까.
뭐? 야, 임마!
마스터, 우리는 거실에서 잘게.
Yuna tried to keep things together.
어? 난 싫어. 잘 거면 푹신푹신한 침대가 좋단 말이야.
This time, a wooden doll from the reception table flew at his way. That should be pretty hard. Ouch. Everyone stop. You were all my dear dolls. I can't let you guys sleep on the cold living room floor. Over there is a room my grandpa used to use. The bed is big, so I think 2 people will be able to lie there. Of course, you'll have to shake the dust of the sheets since they haven't been used in a while. And the room next to it is the library. There are a lot of books there, but there will be room for 2 people. As it happens, there's a sofa bed Dad had bought before, so you can just use that. And one person can. I turned my gaze towards the sofa. It's definitely big for sitting, but a bit small for one adult man to lie down.
내가 소파에서 잘게. 모두 침대에서 자.
아니에요. 제가 잘게요. 여기서 제가 몸이 제일 작잖아요. 그러니까 저 소파에 누울 수 있는 건 저뿐.
But still,
괜찮아요. 저는 저 소파 좋아해요. 마스터가 가끔 절 데리고 이것저것 이야기를 해주던 곳이니까요.
every evening I spent alone, I used to sit on the couch and talk to the dolls while watching TV. You know, I'm sorry and thanks.
에이, 마스터가 뭐가 미안해요. 그리고 오히려 고마운 건 제 쪽인걸요.
그럼 꼬맹이 잘 곳은 정해진 것 같고 우린 어떻게 하지?
난 저 은발머리 녀석이랑 같이 쓰고 싶지 않아. 결사 반대야.
같은 생각을 하다니 놀랍군요. 항상 멍청한 소리만 하다가
뭐? 너 이 자식 아까부터 보자 하니까.
Wait, no violence.
워워 진정들 하시고 한동안은 한 방을 쓸 룸메이트인데 그냥 자 마음에 드는 젓가락을 뽑아. 비슷하게 생겨서 네 개가 손잡이에 있는 무늬가 다른 거 보이지? 이걸 뽑아서 같은 쌍이 나오는 사람들끼리 한 방을 쓰는 거야. 어때?
Yuri
별걸
sacrifice
의식할 수 없다는 점이 마음에 드는데 스릴 있어.
하지만 그랬다가 저 녀석이 나.
저도 싫습니다.
그럼 이대로 계속 시간만 보낼 거야? 봐.
Damn
너희 때문에
autocorrect.
잠도 못
I
자고
guess your
난처하고
autocorrect
있잖아.
likes Yuri. Huh? Oh, look. Yano did give in, and I feel bad for him if we keep on fighting like this. And I am getting a bit sleepy.
자, 그럼 모두 찬성한 거지? 그럼 다 같이 한 번에 뽑는 거다. 하나,
Yuri
둘,
hate gang
셋.
rise up. After I wrote on my diary, I plopped down on the bed. So many things happened today, I'm so confused. Right then, I heard Red bickering outside, and I also heard Lance nagging at him. But seeing them keeping their voices down, they must have thought of me. They just had to pick the same one. Roommates were instantly set, and the worst pair, Lance and Red, and Yuri and Thay each had to share rooms. Red clutched his head as soon as he chose his chopstick. No need to add that Lance looked grim as well. They still had a kind smile as Yuri quickly went into the room saying he needed sleep.
이건 무효야 무효. 다시 해.
결과에 승복하는 것이 도리지만 이번엔 저도 무효라고 우기고 싶네요.
사내 대장부가 한 입으로 두 말하면 안 되지. 벌써 정한 거니까.
하지만
너네 아까 내가 한 말 잊었어? 자꾸 이렇게 우길수록 오너가 더 피곤해져. 방을 정해야 자러 들어갈 텐데. 이 상태로 밤을 새려고?
I mean, the simple solution to this would be Red can sleep in the same room as Yuri, and Thay and Lance can sleep in the same room. But I feel like Thay is doing this on purpose, isn't he?
알았어 알았다고. 치사하게 그 녀석을 내세우고 말이야. 자면 되잖아 자면. 코끼리 굴에 들어가도 정신만 차리면 산다. 적과의 별침 난.
There were several things I wanted to point out, but I just stood quiet.
사람이 되자마자 악몽에 시달리게 생겼군요.
His oddly disheartened look seems cute. Of course, he'll glare at me if I tell him this.
자 그럼 각자의 방으로 가자.
Anyways, what am I going to do? I thought about this all day but didn't come up with anything. We are in trouble. Time's running out fast. I really hope I think of something tomorrow. God has abandoned us. What? We've come to this day without any particular solution. Every day we discuss what to do, but we were always just caught in a vicious cycle. I feel bad, but I should just let them out and tell whatever to the principal, or just say that they came from outer space like Red said.
헤어스타일이 마음에 안 들면 미용실을 가. 아니면 새로운 스타일에 대한 연구라도 하는 거야?
Seeing me tear my hair out, so I seemed to feel sorry and came to talk to me. Do you need a legal guardian to go to the salon nowadays? Nothing, just talking to myself.
며칠 좀 이상하다 싶긴 했는데. 신비야, 아무래도 얘가 기가 다한 것 같은데? 아 맞다, 너 들었어? 이번에 음악 선생님이 출산휴가를 내시잖아.
God has abandoned us. So I stopped moving and chattered on.
임시 음악 선생님이 오시는데 글쎄 남자 선생님.
I wondered about this when Mr. Eugen came, but where does Soy get all this information? Does she know someone in the academy? I wondered if it was okay for a student to know everything going on within the academy.
아무래도 나에게 두 번째 기회가 온 것 같아. 좋아.
The history is probably that one. Anyway, Soy, I have more important things to think about right now. The biggest crisis of my life is right in front of my eyes.
뭐지? 이름도 들었는데 유리.
Yuri, what a nice name. Wait, what did you just say?
아 맞아 유리. 남자 선생님인데 유리라니.
Yuri. Yuri? Sorry, what did you just say?
뭐야, 너 엎드려서 안 듣는 것 같더니만.
So, what did you just say? What?
갑자기 왜 이래? 좋아, 기분이다. 특급 정보지만 이번 음악 선생님은 해외에서 공부하신 분으로 학창 시절에 드럼도 조금 치셨대. 언제 연주하는 모습 한번 볼 수 있지 않을까? 너무 기대된다.
Band, drums, and especially that name Yuri naturally remind me of someone. No way, that can't be. At the sudden roar shaking the school, all the kids in the class jumped towards the window at once. What?
뭐야? 무슨 일이야? 밖에 뭐 있나?
An imposing black sedan entered the playground. The car door soon opened and a familiar face wearing his suit and sunglasses got off. That's... Oh my god, it's Yuri! Oops, I hardly clasped my mouth. Luckily, no one seemed to have heard me amidst the roar. I should really be careful, but that only lasted for seconds. Soon, when I saw the faces getting off the back seat, I screamed. Oh my god. It was Lance, Tay, Yono, and Red. Oh dear god, why are they wearing our school uniform? Wait, what? Oh, the prologue just ended just now. I've been playing this game for an hour and the prologue just ended. I never heard this song though. Wait, I don't want to get copyright striked, so I'm sorry, you gotta go, sir. How do you go? Wait, what? Oh no, I can't skip it.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch. Why you
my God.
Y'all some motherfuckers kissing with your trifling dirty white racist ass big fat bitch on the low side of that bitch.
Yeah, that should prevent the copyright strike, I'm sure. Please, Chariots, don't copyright me, I'm begging you. I'll give the song like a 5 out of 10. I don't think anything beats the opening of Mystic Messenger. That one was just chef's kiss. I know, right? Best song ever. Nah, I don't think I will have a really bad memory, I'm sorry. Okay, look, hold on. Quick saved. What? How do you... My god, the controls on this thing. How do I get out of here? Ah, there we go. Okay, let's save here. And then I'm tired of hearing that, so I'm gonna go to the title now. Yes, there we go.
뼈에는 문제 없다.
I have work in half an hour, so. Okay, that was fun. I have to give it to the writers. They didn't make the MC as dull as you'd expect her, like as most Otome games make the MC. Like the way she went off with those lies. Like, girl, I'm a bit proud. Oh my god. Ah, that was fun. But the real game begins from the next stream onwards, because until now that was just the prologue, like the setup. So now we have to like pick our routes and everything. So for the starting game, we only have 3 options, being Yenho, Lance, and Yuri. So I think I'm gonna lean more towards Lance's route first, because like Lance best boy. Unless you guys want to finish off the bad routes first and then go to Lance. If that's the case, I would go with Yenho first, then Yuri, and then Lance. Let me know which one works best for you. So Yuri is someone who uses an ice tray as clothing. Red is dumb. You like Tay because he is a DILF. Lance is hot, and we don't know about you. We don't talk about you, know. Yeah, pretty much. Tay, I love you so much. Anyways, so yeah, which one do you guys want to do first? Yunho, Lance, or Yuri? If you want to go with Yunho first, then of course I'm gonna like give you tons of warning that this man is crazy. You know what? I like saving best for last. So we'll save Lance for last, and then Yunho is gonna be first. Oh boy, this is gonna... It'll be fun. It'll be fine. Nothing to worry about here. So many things to worry about here. Whatever. Okay, so we have our routes decided. Whew. Okay, we'll do Yenho from next stream onwards, then we'll move on to Yuri and then Lance. If you have a Yuri hate club right now, it's gonna change to Yenho hate club really, really soon. Just... Oh my god. Okay, anyways, guys, I am gonna wrap things up here, and I will see you next time, hopefully, which will be tomorrow. I don't know if I'll play this game specifically tomorrow, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Anyways, bye bye.